Hodge.
Good morning, everybody. This is Hodge, back, sounded like a teenage boy, back with another garage sale video. It's 20 after 7, and this is probably the last weekend for garage sales. This is Labor Day weekend here in Canada. I believe it's a holiday in the States as well. And I looked, and there's a decent amount of yard sales in and around my area. So we're gonna go hit those up, hope for the best, see what we can find, whether it be video games or just some other cool items, maybe some stuff we can sell on eBay. There's actually a sale right on my street. Hopefully they're set up and ready to go. Let's start the day. All right, nice little pickup on my first stop. They had no old stuff, but she said they had some Wii and DS stuff, and I got a nice little stack of, I think it was 8 games, and I paid $10 for it. And one of them is worth 20, so definitely make my money back on that lot. Very nice people there. Alright, some PS3 games that were in pretty rough shape. I had to ask them, and they went and got them for me. Nothing I really wanted. Did grab 2 little pickups there. I got this dinosaur, almost like 3D model puzzle for my son. It's like 2 feet tall, so I think he'll get a kick out of building that. And then a copy was the best of He-Man, the Masters of the Universe on DVD. I think there's like 10 episodes of it, so I would paid $1 for that. No video games. I got a DVD there and a compliment on my t-shirt. I always like that. Yeah, so I hit up a sale that I knew there was video games that I contacted me the night before. They had some Wii and PS1 stuff, but nothing major. They grabbed 1 game just for $1, basically. It's probably not very good, but I figured for $1 it's worth a shot. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to you guys. I need to put my directions in for the next stop. So, I'm a sucker for shelves. I'll just show you back here. Another cube shelf. I love those things. Apparently, I just missed out on PS2 and Wii. I don't know if there's any good stuff, but they're gone. Could have been my rival out, I'm not sure, but it is what it is. They went inside to look to see if they had anything else, and they didn't, so no big deal. That was a good score there. A big bundle of a mixed mash of stuff, some games, some controllers, and a couple handheld games. I had to dig through it a little bit. It was damp. I don't know if it was outside last night or what. When I was digging through everything, it was in DVD boxes, and she said $2 a DVD, and I had pulled out 3 games, I believe. I'm like, oh, hopefully I can get them for $1 a piece. I ended up paying $10 for the bundle. I'm not going to go over everything right now. We'll go over it back in the game room once I go through what I picked up, but it was definitely a steal of a deal, especially with how it ended, and we'll cover that later. All right, so when it rains, it pours. To be fair, I was honestly not thinking about going out today. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to. We'll have to see how many sales are there. My wife said, well, it is going to be the last weekend you can go out. So I said, all right, let's look. And there was a decent chunk of sales. So I'm like, all right, let's go. And I'm getting bargains and deals left, center, right. That was just a original Xbox with a handful of games. There's like 3 controllers in there, and I paid $10 for it. Yeah, the games alone are worth that price, so I think I did well there. I almost walked away from it. I went back and said, what do you want for it? And she said, originally I was asking for $50, and she said, people are saying that's high. And I said, yeah, that's pretty high. And she said, what would be a reasonable offer? So I threw the $10 out, and she said, sure. So it was awesome. And I did, I'm going to thank Chris Roberts for this, because I do this, so maybe I don't need to thank him, but I'm going to, because he's the one that actually mentioned it. I always develop a repertoire. Did I say that right? with people when I'm there. I will talk to them. I'm always friendly. This is the second person actually that commented on my shirt saying, "Oh, it's a great, is the movie good?" I said, "Oh yeah, it's awesome." I said, "The book was even better." She goes, "There's a book." So I had developed that little relationship with her beforehand. So, and she's like, that's one less thing for her to put away. So that was another neat little pickup. He had a bunch of other games there. Too much money he wanted for them. But I got a game on the Wii that I had never seen before. He wanted $3. I paid $2 for it, and I looked it up. And if it was complete, it's worth 10. Loose, it's worth 7. So I mean, it was worth the $2 on it, even if I just have to flip it for the 5. But yeah, it's called Escape from Bug Island. Never heard of it before, never seen it before, but it describes it as the scariest survival horror game on the Wii. It looks more like a kid game, but yeah, why not give it a shot? It has been a great day yard sailing. Just picked up a couple more things, and then now that is the third person that's commented on my shirt. Hopefully you guys can see it there, but yeah, lots of fun. That lady was very nice. Picked up a few other odds and ends here and there. No other major pickups, but gonna keep going. There's still lots of sales to hit. Fingers crossed we find some more games. Hey everybody, it was an awesome last weekend for garage sales. We're actually taking a trip to the States next weekend, so I will not be able to do any more yard sales, but probably in my area this would be the last weekend for it anyway. So let's go over everything that I got. For my first stop, I'm actually going to go back a day to Friday. We took a trip to the city to go to the CNE. There will be a video available either now or very soon on that, so you can check that out. But we popped into a video game store, plus there was a game store at the CNE, and I grabbed a couple games while I was there. A couple of Intellivision games, the first one being Beauty and the Beast on the Intellivision. This is with a box and the overlays. I'm not going to take it out of the box, but you can see that there. And the next Intellivision game is Shark. This is one I've been looking for quite a while on the Intellivision, and it too has both of its overlays. And then the last game I got at the store isn't really a game, it's a demo disc for the GameCube, and it has 4 games on there for demo. So it has Splinter Cell, Sonic DX, Beautiful Joe, and Billy Hatcher. So it was really cheap. It was like $5 to pick this one up, and I thought it would look really cool in the GameCube collection. All right, so my very first stop, house on my street, picked up a stack of games. I ended up paying $10 for, I think there's 10 games here, but for $10 we have Namco Museum Battle Collection on the PSP, Link's Crossbow Training, Wii Play. On the Nintendo DS we have Brain Age, Clubhouse Games, Super Mario DS, or Super Mario 64 DS, this one makes the lot worth it, and a handful of Wii games, Big Brain Academy, Ultimate Duck Hunting, Racket Sports, and Cake Mania in the mix. Couple of movies I grabbed while I was there. A classic that I remember, it's not really a classic, but a classic to me that I remember watching all the time, and that is Captain Ron with Kurt Russell and Martin Short. Love this movie. I remember watching it a ton as a kid. Got that for $1. And the best of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, 10 episodes. I also got this one for $1. And then just a mix of a few Wii games that I grabbed. Ones that either got a really good deal on or had never seen before and kind of intrigued me. For $2, I have Balloon Pop. It kind of reminds me of Bust a Move. Rayman Rabbids Travel in Time, or Raving Rabbids Travel in Time. I paid 50 cents for that. And this last one I actually passed on. He asked for $3 for it, and then I walked back to the car and looked it up, and the value of it was like $10, so I went back and offered him $2, and that is Escape from Bug Island. Probably my favorite pickup from the weekend, and I kind of talked about it in the video. I went up, saw a table full of movies and DVDs, and I heard the guy tell the lady there they were $3 a piece, and there's a bunch of games mixed in there, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll pull out a bunch of stuff, see what I can do. And I started making a little pile. I think I have a pile of about 4 games, and there was a bin beside it with controllers and stuff in, so I pulled a bunch of stuff out of there, and actually found a couple Game Boy games in that bin as well. So I kind of had everything in a pile there, and I said, would you take $10 for the pile? And the guy's like, sure. And as I was leaving, I looked over in another bin, and there was a couple of Game Boy games in that bin, and I said, hey, can I toss these in too? They said, sure. So this is everything I got for $10. So the games first. Jaws Unleashed on the Xbox, Cooking Mama Cook-Off, Lord of the Rings, The Third Age on the Xbox, and The Bigs 2, and this is actually factory sealed, it still hasn't been opened. As well, in the bins, a Wii Remote, 2 nunchucks, 3 power cables, 2 of them are for Game Boy Advance SPs, and one of them I believe is for the DS or DSi, I'm not 100% sure yet. An Xbox remote control, including the dongle on the end. And then the Game Boy games I talked about, we have a copy of Yoshi and a copy of Super Mario Land. And then the ones on the way out while I was leaving that I saw in another bin and he ended up tossing in is Mega Man 5 Battle Network and Pokemon Yellow. So I scored all of that stuff there for 10 bucks. That was my favorite pickup of the day. And then my last pickup of the day, at one yard sale, I went up and they had an Xbox and a bunch of stuff in a bin, and they had a $50 price tag on it. And then just beside that, they had this that I picked up for $1, and it's an Atari TV plug and play, but it's all paddle games. And I tested it out; it works. When I opened it up, the batteries had exploded inside it. Took it out, cleaned it out, and put new batteries in it, and it works fine. So I got that for $1. I kind of hummed and hawed on the Xbox stuff. And I left and kind of was leaving, and then I walked back and I asked her, I'm like, what would you do on this? And she goes, well, a lot of people, I'm asking 50, a lot of people said that's pretty high. And I'm like, it kind of is high. And she goes, okay, well, what's your offer? And I looked through the stuff, and I mean, there's okay stuff there. And I basically said, I'd offer you 10 bucks. And she said, okay. So for 10 bucks, we received Xbox. I have not tried this yet. Hopefully it works. Xbox remote, 2 wireless Mad Catz controllers, Xbox controller with the dongle again. This one's complete. A PS2 controller plus a memory card. And then the games, Wii Fit Plus, World Poker Tour, CSI, and then the 2 games that are definitely worth a lot. We have Namco Museum 50th Anniversary and Taito Legends. And most of these games don't have their manuals, but the games are in good shape. That was my day yard selling. That's probably the end of the summer, probably the end of yard sale season for me. As I said earlier, we're taking a trip to the US next weekend with the kids. They've never been there before, and I'll vlog the whole event, and we're gonna hit up some game stores and stuff while we're there. I don't know if there'll be yard sales between here and there. We're leaving early Saturday morning, so we might hit some up. If I do, I'll have that stuff to show off. Otherwise, it'll be a vlog next week. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see everybody later.